Hey gang, it's Mike and Mary. We
Hi.
are back. Day 5 of business, as usual, with an asterisk. What does that mean? It means keep working, even though it's the new normal. And what did we choose as today's subject? Mary, it's?
Springboard.
And I think that's so appropriate today being the first day of spring.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, people in the north really care about stuff like that. People in the south maybe don't. I don't know. But that means there's hope that eventually everything will green up and change. And you should feel hope that eventually this is going to pass and we're going to come out the other side. And it's up to you now where you come out on the other side.
But first, a couple of shout-outs.
Wait, that's what a springboard is.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like
Yes.
springboard means not just spring, the season. It means like when you're on a diving board. You were a swimmer.
That's right. And the further down you go on the stroke, the higher you spring up. So we might be going in the down cycle right now, but we are going to spring back amazingly.
That's right. And Michael, you said a couple of shout outs.
Yeah, I have an online student today who reported he had a listing appointment that wanted to cancel, but instead he took him to Facebook Messenger and he did his whole listing presentation on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, that's
Isn't
totally
that creative?
Cool. Totally cool.
Way to go, Eric Harris.
And I got a shout out to Mike, who not only got a sale, but also got a listing this week. Now, the listing was an investor, so he didn't walk through the house or meet with the seller. Everything was electronic. And the sale was a phone call from a co-op who had had multiple offers. And the offer that our student wrote didn't get accepted. So this agent now has a fall through, called our student and said, hey, is your buyer still interested? He was sight unseen, again, because he already looked at the house, right? So everything's electronic. What if those people that had offered on a multiple offer, you went and double checked this next week if that pending contract is still a pending contract? And maybe you can get an extra sale, an extra prospecting call here the easy way without even having to show the house again.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now that's creative. And that's using the down as a springboard to the up.
That's
I love
exactly
it.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we're about to come up to halfway point in our R-squared coaching semester.
Right.
So we're at week 13. And what do you do whenever you're halfway through anything? You fly up in the air, take a bird's eye view, and assess your progress.
Thank you, Floyd.
And we've been doing this now for 1 week of this pandemic.
5 days.
And it's time, I think, for all of us to fly up in the air and take an unflinching, honest look at how we've responded to the crisis.
Yeah, not just in our business life, but also in our personal life. How are we moving through the day? How are we moving through the world? How's our self-talk? What are we talking ourselves into or out of? Are we in a peaceful place? Because this is the way it's going to be for a bit, so we might as well make the most of it. Did we make progress toward our goal, or are we just going to scrap all our 2020 plans?
Oh, you know what Floyd would say? It's numbers or it's nothing. Numbers take all the guesswork out of it. Take a look at this week. What are your numbers? What did you actually do? How many contacts? How many conversations? How much future business did you pile up? How many relationships did you further or start?
And did you do anything good for someone?
Oh,
right.
Right.
Did you surprise someone by being extra nice or kind or helpful?
Did you live by the get by giving philosophy?
We need a little more of that out in the world, don't you agree?
We sure do. And speaking of social distancing,
Yes.
there's a lot of social glomming going on right now. People who have not been together for extended periods of time are finding themselves stuck together. Guess what's going to happen 9 months from now? Yep, the same thing that happens after every one of these. We have a mini baby boom. There are going to be families that expand. Oh, and there are probably also going to be families that contract. Yeah, so what are they going to need? Real estate help.
That's right.
Yeah, let's use this period as a springboard to serve our clients because they're going to need us. If not tomorrow, certainly 9 months from now.
That's right.
Yeah. So If you've done your assessment for this first week and you look back and you say, I'm not all that pleased with the way I responded, it's time to make a different choice. And the choice always begins up here. Like the great golfer Bobby Jones said, the toughest course I play is 5 inches long and it's right up here. Yeah. What is your choice? Are you thinking scarcity or are you thinking abundance? Are you thinking this is never going to end or it's going to be my springboard to a better future?
Yeah, I pick springboard. How about you? And by the way, you keep saying the end of your first week, but the week is another 2 days. So don't you just be kicking back and having the whole weekend off. Figure out when you're going to work and work. Figure out when you're not going to work and then relax. Okay?
And remember how we pursue business as usual. We think in terms of what can we do, not what can't we do.
That's right. Talk to you tomorrow, everyone.
Be well.